can beat this, right? We saw Yasuo into his Varus. He basically had a flawless victory, didn't lose any health in Ring of Fire.
Yeah.
Took down Bang again there. Bwipo not really able to do anything to him as he loses his turret in that Ring of Fire. So Uzi has had 2 really dominant games on the Varus. I do think the advantage here to Bwipo is that you're thinking if you're Bwipo, you're probably expecting the same pick, right? You're probably expecting him to go back towards a similar style of pick, and he does go up against that marksman, so we'll see if Bwipo can pull off any sort of really powerful all-in.
Yeah.
I do think the issue, again, is the extended fight, right? If you can't 100-0 Uzi, then you probably can't really win this out that well, I think, as the Hecarim.
This one is at least closer, right? Like, Auron is so front-loaded.
Yeah.
If you don't kill him through the, 50 MR on Wit's End and Barrier, he lifesteal tanks you, and there's no way back.
Yeah.
Hecarim at least has the eventually 1.5 second cooldown Q, right? There's a lot of front-loaded damage, right? R into E is going to put him at half at the very start.
Yeah.
He's going to go for the Triforce, which I think is correct, finish the item, and this looks more doable to me.
It is, I think, in the excited fight, as far as DPS, more doable. My concern is that if you don't kill him with your devastating charge plus your ultimate, he has flash, you're going to get ulted, and you're going to get kited out. I don't think you ever actually get back to get on Uzi and finish off that fight. Between the ultimate route, between the E slow, and the flash to create distance there, and potentially a cutlass to slow you down and all these types of things. So we'll see how they can play it out. It is going to be Ignite, the combat summoner advantage here for Bwipo to help cut down that healing and help burst down his opponent, where Uzi is going for mobility this time around. So the shoe kind of on the other foot here.
Yeah.
Uzi starting out with the most powerful early game items, as he really has, I think, pretty much every single time gone for the double Dorans into Longsword.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to put all the pieces together. I think for most marksmen, this is another matchup where I would like Jarm's Fist. I would like to make sure that I'm not at 20% HP after the first charge. There we go. Charge going to come in, go for decent damage, can keep spamming the Q and the W. Conqueror, of course, already stacked, and yeah, Uzi's pushed down pretty heavily, and you can see this is an easier trade. I feel like Bwipo came out ahead there a little bit.
Yep.
Difficulty being more lifesteal for Uzi makes this hard in the back half.
Yeah, because Hecarim's rarely going to get advantage, the opportunity to actually have wave advantage, step in the middle of all the minions, use the W to kind of heal up with that. You rarely will do that. Uzi, the longer time goes on, the closer and closer he's going to get to full, and then Bwipo will just be getting zoned off the minion wave more and more and more.
And even if you do get to jump in the minion wave, non-champion healing is capped anyway.
Yep.
And it's capped at less than 2 auto attacks of harass damage, which, by the way, he'll do to you while you sit there and wave clear with the Q. So, yeah, it's never a winning proposition there. He's going to get what CS he can, but the E lands, gets more poke, and it's going to be, again, Uzi starting out by whittling his opponent down.
But the thing you're thinking about here, if you're Bwipo, is that, okay, I started with a component to a completed item, right? He spent his gold on double Dorans. I spent my gold on Phage. So when I complete my Triforce, I'm going to be at a really powerful point. And I think that's what Bwipo needs to look towards. I don't want to see him go for any preemptive all-ins. He needs to try to play for farm. He needs to try to pick up enough gold as possible, because Triforce is a very expensive item.
Yeah.
He already missed that cannon there, not really due to any fault of his own, but when you're this low, it's so tough to actually walk forward and pick up the farm. And I just wonder if that earlier trade has just put him at such a deficit that he's not going to be able to collect any of this CS.
That's difficulty. We're seeing him stuck at 7 to the 19 and, soon to be 20-something of Uzi.
He just can't even walk forward. And if you give up all this farm, he's getting the experience, but getting Triforce is going to be really tough. This is looking like another cannon going to go to his opponent. He does have farm.
Oh, so much damage there. He's already level 6.
Oh my god.
Nearly dies to it. Walked in melee range, took an ult, had to run away.
Yeah, lived with about 10 health there. Barrier, ult in defense. But now, guess what? Uzi's going to stay around. You're going to lose the entirety of the next wave. Bwipo just felt like, I have to get this cannon because I'm so far behind, so he did go in for it. Uzi will take a turret plate, though, will recall very far ahead. Bwipo is going to have to be hoping that he can get something done later on. And, maybe thinking, hey, I don't even know if I can get to Triforce, so he did pick up a Doran's, kind of making a little bit of a sidestep away from that, feeling like he needs combat power now, because Uzi's itemization is just ridiculously better when you look at double Doran's, double Longsword, and the Tabbies.
Yeah, and I actually kind of like Tabbies being picked up right here, just to kind of have the move speed lead.
Yep.
It's one of the ones where I actually think it's going to be worthwhile. It sort of cements his advantage. You can keep kiting the Hecarim. You're going to run fast most of the time. Going to try for the play right here.
Oh, missed cannon.
Goes for the big E, though. This is a decent chunk of damage as the health relic comes down, but again, you can't fight him underneath the turret. They both get the missing health damage across. Again, they trade back to about half HP each, but the sustained lead goes to Uzi.
My problem with taking these trades at all for Bwipo, though, is that once you're low, it's like trading like this is actually just bad for him, right? Because Uzi is going to sustain up off the wave. Uzi has the range advantage. So unless you think you have critical 100-0 damage, I think you should only use your health to farm. You should only use your health to take minions and try to prepare for the eventual all-in that will happen, because that is your best chance, right? You know, great, you didn't even trade against Uzi. Well, guess what? He's full health because he has multiple lifesteal items, and he can sit and harass you from range.
Right, if your play is, look, I'm going to be forced to take 3 bad recalls this game, but it's only 3.
Yeah.
So you'll whittle me down, you whittle me down, you whittle me down. I get the second cannon. Okay, I have to take a recall. All right, I missed 1 wave. All right, we're back. I'm keeping up, keeping up. I got level 11. I got my 4,000 gold. You got 5.5. Look, yeah, it's a lead, but I get your point, right? Play it out to say, I know I don't win the 1v1s. I know I don't win this, but this is what Bwipo tried to do, right? He says, look, you know, what are the matchups that I can get on top of Varus and try to chunk him out? The first trades looked good, but he got him to half and then had to back off because Uzi got back to his turret.
An even trade is just always negative because you're waiting for those cooldowns while he's just auto-attacking the minions and healing back to full, right? So Bwipo still has a chance to win this, but it is about the lethal fight. It is about that 100-0 style of play. We'll see if he can get good enough itemization to have a chance in that, because Uzi's going to be so far ahead in gold, and you know, he's getting punished really heavily. You can see Uzi is posturing aggressively saying, yeah, I know you want this cannon. Good luck.
He's going to try for the damage then. E comes to the front line. Will he burn the ult? Well, Uzi certainly will. Good damage coming across. Down to 10%. He's going to have to walk right back to the health relic. And that ult will be back in time for the sudden death.
So I think this was actually reasonable for Bwipo. Yes, he got very low and he has to recall, but at least he got the gold. He got the huge amount of experience from that cannon minion. He picks up the health pack, so maybe he can get a bit of this wave. You got the ultimate out of Uzi, so at least you have less chance of being burst down while you're picking up some of this farm, because he needs to, at the very least, stay within range of kind of a decent amount of experience, right? Yeah. He's got to stay relevant somehow in this potential 1v1.
Q down, he's going to try, maybe, at least knock the minions down, go for a big play right here. He might die for it. Barrier popped, and he gets a couple of minions, gets the cannon, 250. Okay. And that shows that the gold difference is not that absurd if it's only 250 for the cannon.
Yeah, if you can at least get all the cannons, it's not so bad. And I think Bwipo has realized, right? He's doing exactly what I was just talking about, is he's actually started to spend his health only to get the CS, right? He's realized the trades are not working, and he is going to be going heavily for that. And as a result, picking up multiple cannons while very far down in gold, he's actually only down around 800. So that is within the realm of possibility. Yeah. The question here is just, I don't know that he's going to get barrier back in time, right?
He's not going to get Triforce either. The pit stop for double Doran's Blade means he can't get Triforce. I think on this wave, you can probably burn your cooldowns, press QW, knock down the cannon. If it weren't for double Doran's, he would have Triforce money, reset one last time, and hope that power spike is enough to win you the game. Get level 11 off the next wave, right? Like, sit there, wait for the ring, kill 2 melees. Okay, go with rank 2 ulti. But he's going to be without that power spike here. He's going to have tabbies maybe.
So if you can't get it, I think you just try to maybe buy an elixir on top of the tabbies if you can afford that. I'm not sure if he has the gold. It doesn't look like he will. So this is going to be the final set of items here. Uzi is up gold, but it is theoretically possible. Again, Bwipo will want level 2 ultimate. His turret is much more healthy than last time around, so if he can get up here and actually collect this experience, I think he might be able to just wait for rank 2, and then it's just that 100-0 fight. We'll see if he can make it happen.
25 seconds on barrier. Not sure he can wait that long, but he might try as well. Needs, again, some melees to die, but if Uzi can shove the wave, makes it a bit more difficult. There's 11. First set of cooldowns is down, the Q was burned.
This is actually good for him. If you get that health back and you can push Uzi out of it.
Okay, this is the play. Dives in with the E, good damage coming across. And he might try to fear him into the fire as well. The flash early, ult burned. There's the fear, is enough for Bwipo.
He's got it!
One more shot and Bwipo ties up the score.